Hi everyone, it's Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be our full moon in Virgo reading for my air signs. So for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And so this new moon in Virgo, the sun goes into Pisces on the 19th. We're ending basically a month-long five-planet stellium that started January 20th, ends on the 20th of February. And then we go into our full moon in Virgo on the 22nd. Now, the 22nd is 222 day. So we're talking about the master builder number 22. So what does 22 represent? 22 represents the as above, so below, and bringing things down into manifestation. I feel that with the Chinese New Year fire monkey energies that just came into at the beginning of the month after the new moon, what's happening is that these energies are culminating now into the release of the full moon. So there may be some discord, some disharmony, but I think it's probably what we're going to be doing is trying to finish up and release those energies of not being a situation not being resolved correctly, and now having it being resolved. Something you've been working for quite a while on. I would think it's at least some vestiges of leftovers energies that we're closing out from the blood tetrad full moon that we had at the end of September last year. So, I mean, it could be quite powerful, could be quite something to deal with, but it's the final release of that energy. And so that we can go into March, which is going to be our eclipse season, really coming in with a big bang. We've got March 20th is going to be the spring equinox here in the north. So it's going to be quite, March is going to be quite a heavy packed month. So I think right now we're in a lull and we're having time to reflect and to just calmly let go of things within ourselves, and whatever the outer world wants to do about it, doesn't have to be brought into your inner space of peace and harmony and balance. Which Libra, as we know, is very good at that. So your air signs, you have that higher intellectual perspective, but that is still an earthbound, I would say, application. So your test, or what you're going to be doing, is bringing the higher spiritual aspect and combining it with this, because you like to intellectualize things, they'll bring it with this intellectual, earthly, physical body type of thing and bring it forward in a practical, balanced, harmonious manner. So in order to get our messages, we're going to be working with the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And like I've said in the other videos, I really think that she has a practical wisdom. And I like that for the energies of this full moon. I think we need something that's practical, but that yet is based in the higher spiritual knowledge. And that's what the Akashics do for us. These are generalized readings, and I am so thrilled and delighted that the readings for the monthly videos and for the new moon videos have been really well received. I'm so glad that they resonate with you and that the messages have something to say. And if there's something here that doesn't particularly resonate with you, just know it is a generalized reading. So take from it the wisdom that your inner self tells you to take. Okay, I always encourage that. And if you would like a personalized reading, which would really work with your particular energies, your situation, your questions, then you can go to my website, akashicinspirations.com. I'll set the links in the comments below. You'll also find my link to Twitter and to Facebook, where you can join me for daily readings. I am open for the private readings for next week, so I do have some space. So if you're looking to get some of those readings before this full moon fully comes upon us, then I will be happy to work with you and happy to speak to you. So I brought out my little dragonfly for you guys to represent my air signs, which is a symbol of transformation and a higher perspective because he flies above the emotions, which I think the air signs is really what your forte is. So let us see, what is it? I'm using a spread called the Full Moon Spread, and it's a 7-card spread, and the first card is going to reveal to us the things that we are definitely letting go of. Let us see what cards want to come through for our air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. All right. So we're going to start with the first card, which is that which we need to let go of, and it's here and now, and it's the number 32. It's got past, and then here it says future. So you definitely need to let go of looking too far for the past for, like, continual guidance, like, oh, I used to do it this way, and this way always worked for me. Know that those things are not going to work going forward, okay? So it is about being centered in the here and now, in this very moment. So we're letting go of future expectations, and we're letting go of past disappointments, is what I'm hearing. Past disappointments. So we're going to be letting those, what we think is going to happen based on our past, or what we're looking forward to hopefully happening in the future. And what we're setting our intentions for right now is to be in the present moment, to be in that space of just acceptance and of forgiveness for the past, and letting go, and gratitude for that which, those lessons which we have learned, and for that which is coming before us. So I think it's a moment in this full moon, and a time of reflection, of understanding that we need to be in this present moment in order to be able to take advantage of the energies to move forward. It's about being fully present and living one day at a time, right? And just knowing that everything happens now in the present, and that only this moment is the moment of co-creation with the spirit, with God, with the universe. And if you let go of this need to look to future or past events, that you will really be able to open yourself up to the infinite potential and have miracles come into your life. So what we are going to keep, and here it says getting a leg up. So we're keeping our support. We're keeping our spiritual support. We're keeping the support of those who love and guide, have guided us, our master teachers, our ascended masters, our archangels, and those earth angels that surround you, your family, your friends, those who have been entrusted by you with, to share your life with you. And it's okay for you to get that support, and also for you to be supportive in return. So these relationships that are supportive to you, and vice versa, that's mutually supportive, are those that you're going to be keeping and working through the energies of the full moon. That's going to be kind of like a lifeline for you. And it's about being able to work co-creatively with somebody else. And it's about accepting the guidance freely that others give you, and to freely allow others to accept or not the help that you want to provide for them. And the things that are yet to come, and we have building blocks. So we're creating the firm foundation right now. This is what you have been doing all through this month with the new moon energies. You went back to kind of review and to ensure that what you're building upon, these relationships, are firm and stable and have a grounded basis, that they are not just pie in the sky type of wishy-washy, oh, I would love to have my Prince Charming come type of thing, right? This is about the person who's next to you, the person who's always there when you fall to help you back up. These are your true friends, the ones that speak to you the truth, that they don't sugarcoat things. It's not being critical, but that they are authentic with you, and you can be your authentic self with them. Oh, very nice. So it's really about relationships for you in this end of the full moon. So then we pick the card that's going to talk about how the world affects you. Is the outer. It says a change in the wind. So it looks like changes are coming about for you. They have such interesting little pictures here. So this is like a tree coming out of this like belfry, right? It looks like at the top of like a bell should be in there. And how this zebra is walking. So it's something like totally unexpected, something out of the norm for you that's going to be coming in and how it's affecting you. I think you're seeing things because of this firm foundation that you have and this beautiful support, that there's something that's coming about that could be throwing you off balance a little bit, because maybe you're a little bit confused or you're not sure exactly what it is that's going to be coming in where. You're just feeling that there's this shift coming and you're not sure what the shift is going to entail. So sometimes we really, resist the change because we're afraid of what happened in the past or what we feel may happen in the future. So really it's about knowing that the change is transformative for you right now, and that it's okay to put yourself in the spot of being open to these changes and knowing that there's a certain magic quality in the unknowable and the unexpected. And that even though these things come in, that it'll cycle back around again, where harmony is reestablished. When there's change and things are like, I'm seeing like muddied waters, right? Like when you stir water that has mud and sediment in the bottom, there's my ding confirmation. Then once it starts settling again, once that change happens, that stirring happens, and then things start to settle again, then you start getting a clearer and clearer picture. So don't freak out just yet, because things, even though they're coming in, they may not be clear, but soon that will be revealed to you in all divine timing and divine order. And what to give. And here we go, by the book. I've had this in almost every single reading, this for the full moon. And this is in the reverse position. So it's the number 11 in the reversed by the book. That means don't get caught up in these structures. Don't be afraid to think outside of the box. It's really about being accepting the change with an awareness and with consciousness for you, to challenge the structure that's been established, which is here, and then to allow this change to really come about. So you're going to be this is what you're going to be giving. You're going to be like the catalyst for change. And it may freak people out because you're setting your boundaries in a different manner, or you're asking for something different, or you're just, you're in a place of evolution. So it's not meant for us to be stagnant and stay the same forever. So our circle of friends may change, our jobs may change, our place where we decide we want to live may change. So you're going to be going through a little bit of an upheaval during this full moon as you release some of the older patterns that you've created and are going to set yourself about for the change. So that's what you're going to be giving the example to others as to how to get through these changes in a harmonious manner. And what you're going to be receiving, and here we have the unfinished symphony. So you're going to be getting something to culminate and finish now in the full moon. It's something you started, a project that was started that you've been wanting and meaning to finish, and now is the time to do that. Now you have the perspective that you want to make a change, so you want to have something have completion. And that's what the full moon energies really is all about. So everything you've had on the back burner, bring it back, bring it out and get it done. Now is the time to get it to fruition. And the lesson and what we're learning in all of this is, and it's clean it up, number 21. So definitely it is about, again, the similar message. It's about getting your place in order, getting your home in order, getting your life in order, getting your books in order. Maybe it's time to do your taxes, so you got to get your books in order, your paperwork. Just make sure that you are making space for the new energy. Remember, we can't have new things coming in if we're just cluttered, if our lives are cluttered, if our homes are cluttered, if our calendar is cluttered and we don't make the time and make the space for ourselves and for the things that we are passionate and that we love and that we want to start creating. It's about letting go of some of these emotional ties to other people where you've felt that you've just overworked it, right? And you feel overwhelmed. It's just time to release the unresolved issues, right? And have this change, this wind. I can just see this. It's just going to come in. Now, what I'm seeing is like the energy of Oya, who is an Orisha, and she is the goddess of like thunderstorms, like wind, right? And when she comes in, man, she can create havoc, but you are left with like a blank slate to start over again. So there could be some things, if we don't take steps to make changes, then guess what? The universe does it for us, and it's usually much harsher because that's the lesson. We have to know when to start integrating and creating those changes ourselves from our inner sense of knowing, and having the faith that these changes that we ourselves are initiating are then going to lead us in the direction. If not, you cannot remain stagnant, and the winds of change will come for you anyway. So they might as well be directed by you versus letting, willy-nilly the fates decide your destiny. You decide it, and then you step forward to make the change within you. Wow, that's it's kind of a heavy-duty reading for you guys for this full moon release. I tell you, it may be a little difficult, but know that in the end, it's going to be, it's a difficult lesson for us to learn when we know we need to clean up our relationships, our acts, ourselves, our thoughts, and just allow space for the new to be able to come in, and that's going to be coming in March. So go ahead and do this work, do this inner work, allow the release, step forward, and know that you are creating this change, and say, I am creating this change with awareness and with self-direction. And I just hope that the energies treat you well, and that I know that you have the strength to get through whatever it is that comes your way, because you are a awesome, wonderful being of light, and that is who your true self really is. So I wish you the blessings on this full moon in Virgo, and I look forward to sharing with you on Periscope and Facebook and on my monthly readings coming up for March. So have a wonderful, wonderful end of February. Namaste.